Howdy y'all, this is some very disturbing truth here for everyone. What's going on in the world. I just want to spread awareness. We gotta protect the kids. Viewers' discretion advised for entertainment purpose only. Check out the video.
Pizzagate. It became a major story weeks ago when an armed man decided to investigate a DC area pizza place for himself. This man right here, he carried a rifle into a pizza parlor and then fired it at the floor. Media is telling you the entire story is a hoax or fake news. But what does that even mean? I spent the last month investigating. So what exactly is Pizzagate? And are there any actual facts to support the story? I've got to warn you, what we're going to talk about tonight will be disturbing to some people. But this is a reality check you won't see anywhere else. Pizzagate actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta. In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that John Podesta may be part of a child trafficking ring come from. Now, to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles. So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into the story? Well, again, read any mainstream report and they indicate that Comet Ping Pong Pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is, that's not true either. What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times, and that the owner of that place, James Alefantis, is a friend of John Podesta. He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington. Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that Comet Ping Pong Pizza is being used to run a child trafficking ring, but there are some very strange connections between Comet Ping Pong Pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Besta Pizza, and the accusations of pedophilia. Now this is where things start to get strange when you research the story. Now to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference in children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. The pizza place next door to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, Besta Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the Besta logo actually contains the same image, I'm going to show you again, as that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, Besta Pizza changed their logo, and there it is now. They've removed the triangle. Also, Comet Ping Pong, owned by Alefantis, is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. 2 of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this Comet Ping Pong poster, include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Stains. Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there, that same boy lover symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a code symbol for boy love. As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the pizza place, James Alefantis, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But an archived search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them. Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV. Now let's talk about the Podesta brothers, because remember, it was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago. He was referred to by the judge as a serial cheater. According to the Washington Post, visitors to Tony Podesta's home in Falls Church got an eyeful when they walked into a bedroom at the Podesta residence hung with multiple color pictures by Katie Grannon, a photographer known for documentary-style pictures of naked their parents' suburban homes.
These children are not just kidnapped and in some cases bred by families as a cash crop. We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. It's also the use of children for harvesting body organs. And then you have ritual ceremonies and ritual murder, as well as incidental murder. Most organizations that end up being used to prey on children, Oxfam is a recent example, all of the United Nations organizations, the Boy Scouts of America, all of the child services agencies across the United States of America, they did not start out as organizations to prey on children, but they attract pedophiles. And ultimately, pedophiles end up rising in the ranks and controlling those organizations. So that an organization that initially started out in the service of children becomes an organization that is in fact hunting children. I distinguish between the deep state, which is the Vatican, the Rothschilds, and the Chaban Jews. And then they use the Freemasons and the Knights of Malta as fixers, and they use the City of London, Wall Street, central banks as managers. That's the deep state. Below the deep state is the shadow government, which is comprised of the politicians and senior bureaucrats, many of them murderous pedophiles that have been brought into the pedophilia system as a control blackmail element. Those are the shadow government people, but they're not the deep state. They're the best of the servant class. The different ways in which the deep state, and particularly the Zionist supporting foundation for the deep state, which has the Anti-Defamation League as its primary secret police, they censor, manipulate, and digitally assassinate people. And the reason they do this is because those people are getting close to the truth.
People are freaking out because this was just spotted on Google Maps in Los Angeles with the words help, traffic, LAPD, and federal written in the debris. Plus Spanish words terrorismo dos. It's surrounded by shipping containers because it's located next to a shipping yard. People are very concerned that there may be people there that need help. These are the coordinates here.
Y'all, they found him. We said it today. Oh my God.
I can't believe nobody is bringing this up. 37 missing kids were just rescued and found inside a house in Riverside County. They physically recovered 37 of them, but over 50 were actually identified. These are teenagers between 14 and 17 years old, and they've been gone for anywhere from a single month to a whole 2 years. The federal agencies that teamed up for this included the U.S. Marshals, the FBI, Homeland Security, and the Secret Service. This whole sting led to 7 arrests, including a major federal charge for child sex trafficking, handled by Homeland Security investigations. Here are the state and local agencies that helped out with the rescue, and the actual house where these kids were saved is located in Hemet, California. I honestly have a ton of questions right now. First of all, where are their families? We're talking about 37 kids rescued and over 50 identified. Where are the parents? Why is absolutely nobody, especially the mainstream news, covering this story? How did these teenagers even fall into the hands of the people running this sick ring? Which states were they originally taken from before being moved to Hemet, California? I just have so many questions about this whole situation, and there are basically zero answers online.
Authorities are reporting that 16 children were just rescued from a home in Ohio, and these are the 4 adults that were arrested in connection to this case. The suspects were identified as 73-year-old Gary Siders, 67-year-old Christina Siders, 36-year-old Gary Siders II, and 33-year-old Elizabeth Siders. Authorities said investigators were pursuing a separate case when the local sheriff's office discovered the children inside the home, and when they went inside, it was one of the worst things they have ever seen. They found a total of 16 children inside, both boys and girls, ranging from 18 months to 18 years, and that they were confined in a 12-by-12 room for nearly 4 years. Authorities said that the smell was absolutely unbearable, and that most livestock are kept in better conditions than these children. These poor children were being abused, some of them couldn't communicate, others had limited speech, none of them were enrolled in school, and the 18-year-old was developmentally disabled to the point where she couldn't even spell her own name, and most of the children couldn't even speak. The children were then taken to hospitals where some were examined and released, one was placed in intensive care, and 2 others were flown to level 1 trauma centers because of their injuries. They said that the suspects were good at hiding these kids from their families and from the government, and that if they got there even a day later, things could have ended a lot differently. They said he does not believe it's a case of trafficking, but a case of an intra-family situation. All 4 suspects were charged with 16 counts of endangering children, which is a second-degree felony because all 4 of them abused the children, resulting in serious physical harm. They then all pled not guilty, and their bond was set at $300,000 each. They were also barred from contacting one another or any of the children, and they each face a minimum of 2 to 8 years and a maximum of 12 years in prison if convicted. Authorities said that all of the children are safe now and are being protected, and the state is asking for temporary custody of all of them. The investigation is currently ongoing. Prayers to these poor children. Let me know what you guys think about this, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
129,000. That's how many children have been found during Donald Trump's second term. Those were children that were lost during the Biden administration when they came across the border, unaccompanied minors coming across the border, and no one knows where they went. Everybody wants to scream, abolish ICE, but most of these children were found during ICE operations. Here in the DHS Homeland Security website, the number is actually more. It says that the Health and Human Services has located 132,720 children. It also says that the Biden administration had lost more than 450,000 children. Do you have any idea how big that number is? You have to keep this in mind. These were all unaccompanied minors, meaning they were all brought to this country without parents, without guardians, without anyone that really cares for them. And this entire time, they have been probably living a life that you can only dream up in your worst nightmares. If Trump didn't enforce his immigration operations, where would these children be right now? Still living the hell that they've been living every day since they've been lost. Let that one sink in.
Not suspicious at all. All the kids they found lost in those tunnels under Nyack, New York. Also not suspicious at all that they kept saying that dozens of girls were found lost in the tunnel system under New York. It's not 50, 60, it's 71. 71 kids, all girls, got lost under a tunnel system under Nyack, New York. 71 kids get lost underground who were never supposed to be underground in the first place. What were the adults saying who were supposed to be watching them? Oh, they were supposed to be at Nyack Memorial Park, which is about an hour north of New York City. Don't worry, the mayor Joe Rand showed up and he was like, there's nothing really suspicious about this. Has it ever happened before? No. Yes, it was all girls. Yes, they were all Orthodox Jews. Yes, they were underground where they weren't supposed to be. But they had just stumbled upon an underground tunnel system. What tunnel system is under Nyack, New York? The tunnel system is culverts. Your water and sewage runoff go into. So these girls who were supposed to be at a park, 71 of them, then found a culvert system big enough for them to all go into, and they all entered it. Also not suspicious at all is that after these girls got lost, no one notified authorities saying they were missing 71 kids. The only reason a search began was because one of those girls found a way out and then got help to go get the rest of them. Adults at the scene talking about how the girls were just happy to be getting out of there. I bet Mayor's doing a fabulous job playing the whole thing off, letting everyone know that he's now reviewing safety measures for this tunnel system and reminding residents that it's not for recreational use. Continuing to refer to the 71 missing children that no one knew was missing until one found her way out as dozens of young girls. That they simply saw the culvert, saw it was a cave, and thought, let's go check it out. For all of these girls' sake, I really do hope this was just a massive group of girls with no responsible adults around who decided to go wandering into a cave, and that there is actually nothing genuinely harmful going on. Hearing that over 50 girls were missing that no one ever reported as missing turned out to be underground is horrifying.
Hey, anybody order pizza?
Give me my baby joy.
Sometimes, but he has been at my side for 7 years. I love that man. He's not just a great vice president, he is a great friend. We've gotten so close in some places in Indiana, they won't serve us pizza anymore.
Let's say hi at a party.
We had amazing pizza that night. And
it was great. It was a blast. I mean, there's some good pictures from that night too.
He would put on a Sunday movie night at his house every single Sunday, and he would invite the cast and the crew, and we would all go and kick it back at his house, watch a movie, and he'd order a load of pizzas. You know, just things like that really make a difference.
You've got to walk me through what movie night at the Hanks household looks like.
These circles of friends that you guys have. You told a story about going and having pizza at the Clooney's in Lake Como.
Yeah, that's all in Anniston. It's like George and I would love you to come over for pizza, but
how was the pizza? Was it good?
What he made himself? Pizza was better than Clooney's. They both made. Everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no pizza we didn't love.
Something that he does.
5 different kinds or 6 different kinds of pizza that night. Clooney's was excellent.
Amal's was the winner. You were a kid. The person who helped you find an agent discovered you eating pizza somewhere?
Yes.
What did the person say to you in the pizza place? And were you eating a pizza?
I was eating a pizza. It was after dance class one day, and then
I think we have pizza here.
I like pizza.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Okay, so you're in a pizza place.
This is great.
And someone comes up to you. What do they say?
This pizza idea is really gonna happen. This is the thing where you go and you have to make your own pizza. Yeah, we give you the dough. You smash it, you pound it, you fling it up in the air, and then you get to put your sauce, and you get to sprinkle your cheese, and then you slide it into the oven.
To show my appreciation, I am inviting you all to a pizza party tonight at Jennifer Aniston's house. I'll see you there.
I had a pizza delivery job, taking deliveries over into Hollywood around here. And this lady comes to the door, she grabs her pizza. She grabs the pizza, she hands me $1. I closed the door and I just stood there and I was like, oh! I start to walk away and someone opens the door and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get fired. She heard me. And her roommate came out and she handed me a rose and was like, you look like you needed this. And I was like 16, 17 and she looked quite a bit older, but you know, still very attractive.
What's your favorite thing to eat in Chicago?
I didn't really, everyone said I should eat pizza. I was like, well, no, I don't want to. And then, because I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to. Where did we go? We went True Kitchen.
Hold on a second.
I shouldn't promote things.
Let you promote whatever you want, but I need to take a step back because you just said something crazy. What do you mean, why would you want to eat pizza? I don't know, why get up in the morning? Why look at the sun? Why enjoy a rainbow?
Because pizza is just an open sandwich.
Hey.
One vegetarian pizza. Just $12.50.
Oh. By the way, if it makes you feel any better, I happen to like 8-year-old boys.
What?
I mean, your hair, before, your hair, you said you thought that your hair looked like an 8-year-old boy's, and I'm just saying I like it.
You can't seem to agree on anything anymore except for two things. Pizza and us.
We've known each other for years. You've been to my house. We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love a pizza. It's so much fun. Now, someone did.
And I should do more. And Addison will say to me in the middle of the night whenever I'm with her something cool. She'll be like, "You see?" And I'll be like, "No, you're right. This is great. This is great." And then the next morning she'll text me and say, "I know something. You know, Wednesday night if you want." I'll be like, "Come on, we just did that Saturday thing. We don't have to do too much."
She likes to. She's busy all the time. I know she's the greatest host, but I like I'm going to bed at 9. I can't come over. Your thing starts at 8:30. So
yes, she can handle it. She can handle it. And her parties are incredible in her house too.
Yeah, she does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
She makes great pizza.
Wonderful pizza. All right, just all like whatever.
One lady's like, "How many cheeses, Jerry?" Jerry's like, 7 different cheeses. 7 different cheeses. People were eating fucking pizza going crazy. Oh my God, I taste the cheeses, Jerry. I taste the cheeses. They bought me my piece of pizza. I took a bite. I couldn't fucking believe it. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. Best fucking pizza I've ever had. That's the type of lettuce on it. I've never tasted shit. Chop of white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Wait till you taste the lettuce. White baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Chop of white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. White baby's got some.
The content of baby oil is it just go with everything. You can get baby oil on pizza. I done got it on pizza before. You taste it, you can't even hardly taste it. I had baby oil all night in my mouth.
We had amazing pizza that night. And
It was great. It was a blast. I mean, there's some good pictures from that night too.
Foods I love. Number 1, Pizza Land, Pizza Margarita. Now, Pizza Land doesn't exist anymore. I'll name 3 names for your lady parts.
Mini Moo, a JJ, and pizza. You're describing it to a child. The JJ is like, hey, and a pizza is like when someone's nasty.
They were always trying to call for pizzas, and you can't order a pizza to the White House. I'll just tell you that. Sometimes there were exceptions. Yeah, sometimes you could go out maybe, and one of the kids could go out maybe and meet the guys. This time you would have thought that, war had been declared. There's a pizza truck. So says a pizza was ordered. What do we do with it? We have lots of challenges like that.
So, let's just go.
Just start, and he's crying, you know what I mean? Like comes out,
You've been to my house. We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love a pizza. It's so much fun. Now, you just said you don't like pizza, right?
that isn't cheese pizza. I want some from Pizza Hut.
You'll like it. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna like it. Now listen.
I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. You know what? All the boxes left over from the pizza.
I hate pizza.
You hate pizza?
I know. Just give me a second.
Do you hate babies and puppies too?
Some of them.
Hi. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? How's everybody doing? Good? Oh, hi, happy? Hey, Carrie. Is anybody hungry? I just feel like everybody's got to be hungry right now. Good. I was hoping you'd say that, because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison? Yes? Mark? All right. Too large? What do you think? I'm going to order some pizza. That's what I'll do. So I borrowed Pharrell's hat, and I thought I'd pass it around and get some money for the pizza, because nobody ever really... What do you have, Harvey? 200? Let's start. Let's see. What do you have, John? What do you have, 20? Kevin?
That's for you.
Thanks so much. Okay. Guess what? Pizza's here. Hello. Come on down. I lied. We weren't going backstage. Okay. So we have just vegetables with like tomato sauce. We have cheese. We have different kinds. Who's hungry? Who's gonna eat on this side? Okay. Cheese. That's a cheese. Yeah. Julie wants cheese. Who's your favorite movie star? They're here. Who do you want to talk to? The whole thing? All right. Great. And then I don't have any money. Who here has... Sandy? Where's Harvey Weinstein? Harvey. No pressure. Only a billion people watching. Whatever you feel is right.
Okay, with me telling the story, but when he handed out the pizza, Harrison Ford grabbed a slice. He was very hungry. I saw him take a big bite. I looked over my shoulder, right to the shirt. Yeah, true story.
Pedophile elites who preyed on children was so insane that Pizzagate was shrugged off as a wild fever dream of a conspiracy theory. I was the first mainstream reporter to dare give the facts surrounding Pizzagate. My corporate career was destroyed over it, so what? My professional reputation was obliterated, that wasn't fun. And I wasn't the only one. Anyone who dared to suggest that this might be true was blacklisted, shadow banned, or thrown off of social media.
But then, just days ago, the largest dump of Epstein files revealed what some of us have been telling you for a decade, that Pizzagate is real. Not that there is a pizza parlor at the center of a child trafficking ring, but that child trafficking rings, run by some of the most powerful people in the world, do exist. Tonight, I want to remind you of what I told you then and compare that to what we have now learned. It began with WikiLeaks, authentic, verified emails taken from the phone of the chairman of Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, John Podesta. Those emails were real. In all these years, by the way, no one has actually disputed that. Inside those emails were communications that struck a lot of people, not just online commentators, but researchers and former law enforcement, as unusual to say the least. References to pizza, and to pizza handkerchiefs, and to maps, to private gatherings involving powerful people, some very bizarre stuff. In fact, the first people to draw attention to those emails were a group of self-proclaimed pedophiles on 4chan and 8chan who claimed that Podesta was using the same terminology that they used to speak in coded language. And in researching those emails, I found a 2010 entry into Urban Dictionary. It's still there, by the way. It confirms that cheese pizza is a commonly coded term for child pornography, CP.
Pizzagate was totally made up. It was an outrageous allegation that ended up hurting a number of people. That caused a deranged young man to show up with his assault rifle and shoot up a local pizzeria. I can't believe you're even referencing it. You should be...
I'll tell you what's not made up, Hillary. This WikiLeaks email that you sent to Obama stating that when we began the pizza arrangement, I thought we were going to be more careful than this. Operating from the White House is not what I originally had in mind. Remember that the hot dogs can come, but if you make a spectacle out of it, that will be our downfall. Please know that I am speaking as a friend. You are the president and can do as you like. I have to say it would be wiser to restrict this activity to our predetermined location. The FBI came out officially and said that these are code words and terminology used by pedophiles to identify sexual preferences. Both of those words were mentioned in the Hillary email to Obama.
I don't follow the crazy conspiracy stories that are online. I regret that anybody does. I find it quite sad, but also disturbing that people would believe some of what is put forth, like Pizzagate. So I have taken no steps to review anything that might have any connection to something which I think is totally bogus.
It sounds totally bogus that Obama would spend $65,000 of taxpayers' money flying in pizza/hot dogs from Chicago for a private party at the White House. $65,000 for pizza/hot dogs. Really? Who would need that much pizza/hot dogs? Who would spend that much amount on pizza or hot dogs? Are we sure that's just not code for something else?
Are you aware of any files that were on Anthony Weiner's laptop in a folder that was titled insurance, life insurance, with a zip file titled Frazzle?
Chairman's ruling.
In addition to taking public safety threats off the street, ICE, here in this state, have located 3,364 missing unaccompanied alien children. Children that the last administration lost and weren't even looking for. That's because of the leadership of President Trump, these children were located.